All right, I think we're going to go ahead and get started here. Welcome, everybody, to DerbyCon number 1. Hey, my hat's off to everybody out there, because without you guys, this would not have been possible, seriously. I thank every one of you for coming. This is what this community is all about, at least it is for us. And really appreciative of coming out. I mean, we have a lot of great things going on. I'm going to kind of walk you through everything. I did want to make a couple early announcements on DerbyCon. The schedule has changed not significantly. There's 2 major changes on the schedule that is different from your pamphlets you had out, the schedules that you have in your hands. Vivek ended up canceling last minute, and so did my curial James Arlen. He came down with his wife came down with the flu, so he's unable to make it. But we do have some changes happening to that, so make sure that you check the DerbyCon website. There has been speakers filled in those individual spots, but just a heads up on that. So is everybody excited to be here? Let's pop a box. Man, it's never going to leave me. But
no, you're stuck with that.
Man hugs. Hey, seriously, if anybody at any period of time wants a hug, you can always come out to me and you have any time a hug, except for Scott White. I'm not going to give him one. But other than that, no, but seriously, guys, thank you very much for coming. I mean, this is obviously the first one. We learned a lot going through this. I think we've been planning this for about a year and a half, and I think we pulled all of our friend cards to get all the speakers here. And so, seriously, thanks to all the speakers for making this happen. I mean, to everybody coming out here. I mean, can I get a round of applause for the speakers? Really humble when it comes to seeing everybody out here. And again, special thanks to all of our sponsors. I mean, again, without them, this wouldn't have been possible. To all the sponsors out there, let's get another round of applause. Please go by their booths. Please check them out. Obviously, they're interested in the security community, so go over there and check them out and see what they have to offer here. And again, thanks very much. So to kind of kick it off, I'll leave it over to Adrian, but we really wanted to kind of give you an introduction of how we came with DerbyCon, because we think this is kind of the first to ever really pull this type of attendance. We're a little shocked, actually. And Martin went a little crazy with the sound systems. I mean, we have like pretty much a full concert set up here, but it worked out well. I mean, I don't think we're going to run into issues with audio. There is a lot of buttons over there. I don't know how the heck, but no, I mean, Adrian kind of give you how DerbyCon started and how we really came up with this.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for coming out here. Basically, the way DerbyCon started is for a while there, we were doing classes for the ISSA, and I was like, I want to do a Metasploit class, but quite frankly, Metasploit is such a huge topic, and my knowledge is limited to certain subsets. I was like, I need to get people to help. Well, come Louisville InfoSec 2009, I set up a Capture the Flag event. And little did I know, Martin and Dave showed up on a team with Archangel, and I can't remember who else was on that team.
Jordan. It was Jordan Metzmeyer.
Jordan. And totally decimated my CTF. But before finding scope, also decimated my laptop, which I had a 0 day on. Anyway,
I thought it was an unpatched, or I thought it was one of the highest trophies you can get, so I happened to have a Vista 0 day sitting on me, and I'm like, oh, sweet. So I popped it, and it was Adrian's computer.
Yep. He figured it out when he went to the desktop and said, what answers to the CTF?
There were AVI movies for each part of the challenge.
So I started downloading them, and I'm like, okay, well, maybe I should ask if this is really what I'm supposed to be doing. So.
But I was like, and I'd met him a few times before, but we really started getting to know each other after that, and that was, I think, the first time I actually met Martin. And I started thinking about it, and I think especially at the next ShmooCon, I was like, I need help with this Metasploit class, so let's get these people together. And so Martin and Dave and Elliot Cutright and Ken Scott and myself all put together that Metasploit class. And the thing was, no one was watching the sign-up email, so we were expecting like 30 people, and all of a sudden, like, we had 70 or something sign-ups. And we're like, oh, crap, is this, and the joke started becoming, is this a class or is this a mini convention? And that kind of started the ball rolling. I'm not even sure who said it first, but it was like, you know what, I think we could actually pull off a convention in Louisville. And, well, looking at the attendance today, obviously we can. Hey,
don't jinx it. Everything's going okay so far.
I'll try not to. So Martin here and Alex Carr went to look around for a place to have it, and they found this beautiful venue. And Dave's wife, Erin, helped put everything together and, help organize us and, keep us somewhat sane, and she might go a little bit insane trying to keep us all in line.
And just to throw a shout out to my wife, I mean, by far, kept us all in line.
By far. Raise your hand, Aaron.
Right back there. Right back
Come
there.
on.
Yes, thank you very much, Aaron.
Without her,
There she is right there in the blue shirt.
without her, we wouldn't have chairs here. There probably wouldn't be lights on. In fact, you probably wouldn't even have a hotel. We'd be doing it outside in the street.
Yeah, we'd probably be outside around those metal tables having a con.
And of course, also big thanks to Nick Hitchcock for arranging security jockeys, and thanks to all y'all for attending.
And so, you know, when we started doing this, I remember driving back with Jamie Murdoch in the car ride home, and I'm like, man, should we really do this? Should we really start this? And I think Martin and Adrian are like, yeah, we can do it. It's no big deal. I mean, we'll just get a couple hundred people, and it'll be fine. And, you know, Martin's dream for this was always to bring something to Louisville. I mean, you know, Louisville isn't exactly known for being, you know, the mecca of, you know, parties and everything else. At least I'm from Cleveland, so it's a step up. But at least I don't feel like I'm going to get shot here. But, I mean, I think Martin kind of explained what his feelings are around Derby and how we really came to fulfill this.
Yeah, so once again, I just want to reiterate, man, that I'm just super, super stoked that everybody is here. I never thought anything like this would come to Louisville, Kentucky. I know it's not the biggest, nicest city on the map, but it is one of the most central Midwest cities, and this area was lacking something of this kind. And although I love to go to ShmooCon, and I love to go to DEF CON, and I love to go to those things, if your company does not pay for it, you will come back broke. And so we wanted to arrange something that didn't break the bank, you know, and we tried to keep everything really affordable. We tried to keep it in a affordable part of the country, and more so, what I'm really the most proud of is that we can offer some black hat style training for a really affordable price. Obviously, I'd like to give it away for free, but that's not possible because we have to compensate the trainers. But we have made the training as affordable as possible, and it's really got a great response. Almost all the classes are sold out, and it's really great. And I want to give a shout out. So Alex K's not here yet. Alex isn't here yet, but he was in on this originally. He just helped me find the venue. He's one of my real good friends that works with me. He lives here in Louisville, so if you see him running around, thank him, because he's the reason that we have this venue. We looked at a bunch of different places, and this was by far the coolest. And I think the deciding factor was the bar in the middle of the con. So if anybody's excited about that, that
was actually the deciding factor.
That was the deciding factor for this space. So anyway, like I said, I just want to thank anybody for being here. If anybody needs anything from me, just feel free to ask me. I'm not quite as huggy as Dave, but we can decide that on a case-by-case basis. And I want to thank, who else do I want to? I want to thank all the security people. I don't see all of them, but Larry, for example, Banshee. Where's Banshee? Right there. Raise your hand. Anyway, so anybody in a red shirt is a volunteer and is doing this out of the kindness of their heart, and so they have to deal with drunken people, and so you should thank them.
And we already had our first incident. Someone vomited outside of the code room, so obviously it was a good party. I don't know who you are, but you kicked it off for DerbyCon, so thank you very much. And it was funny because it looked like they were actually conscious, because they started vomiting at the coat room, and they started dragging it towards the bathroom. So I think they were trying to contain it.
But then they missed the bathroom and went to the coat room.
Yeah, went to the coat room, so must have been a good night.
Once again, man, I'm just really excited to have this conference in the Midwest. Like, none of this would be possible. Like Adrian said, we maybe thought 200 people were going to come, and it just obviously has gotten quite a bit out of hand. And I want to thank every single one of the speakers, because like Dave said, we have exhausted all of our friend cards for sure right now. And I know there's some last minute cancellations, but we're going to do our best to try to fill those with quality talks. And anyway, I just want to thank everybody for being here and making this thing happen for us.
Yep. And so I'm going to bring Scott White up on the stage. He's currently running the Capture the Flag. For those of you that are interested in the Capture the Flag, it doesn't require any type of registration. You can basically go in and work with these guys for doing the CTFs. But obviously we have some pretty good prizes. We have first place, which is the Pony Express Elite. So special thanks to the Pony Express folks for donating the Pony Express Elite for the first prize winner. Second prize is an iPad 2, and it's actually embroidered with a DerbyCon 2011 logo from Make It Yours, which made several of these badges for us. So special hats off to Make It Yours. And a real special hats off to DigIP. I mean, if you look at our website, all the graphics art, the shirts, the badges, I mean, everything came from him. The guy's, awesome when it comes to our graphics art. And so,
he's available for work.
Yeah, so definitely check him out. I mean, he's one of the most talented individuals I've ever met. He's super fast to get back to us. And so,
let's give DigIP a hand real quick.
Yeah. Third place is $200. And fourth place, we decided to kick in a signed book for me. So I know someone might actually try to get fourth place instead of first for that signed book. So we'll see how that goes. But no, go ahead, Scott.
So we had a lot of fun getting the Capture the Flag together this year. There was a lot of people involved, a lot of different skill sets we put to work. Everything you can imagine we put together into one thing. Being a reverse engineer or a web app expert isn't going to win the thing. You're going to have to put it all together. We're still doing last-minute configurations. You'll see posters on the wall with the info on how to get to it. There's going to be a wireless network called DerbyCon_CTF. Password will be on the poster. There'll be a web server with the information. You register there, get your username and password, and then have at it. It tells you exactly what to attack. Do not attack anything that it says not to attack.
If you do, trust me, bad things will happen.
So if you want to try and find out, I wouldn't suggest it, but you will be disqualified and not available for prizes. You have to be present for the prizes. What time's closing ceremony? Sunday?
Closing ceremonies is 3 on Sunday.
Right. So when we get the posters on the wall, it'll start. It's going to run until noon on Sunday. We'll hopefully have it up as much as possible. It'll definitely be up all through the night tonight. And we're still looking into security for tomorrow night, but should be a good time. And like I said, all the instructions are there, self-explanatory, and most of all, have fun. And if you do have any questions about it or need help, see somebody with a blue shirt or any of the folks with radios, and we'll be happy to help you.
The light hat. Awesome. Any questions on the CTF? What's that?
The room changed. The room, if you're standing out looking at registration, it's your first room to the right. It's the
Derby room.
Oaks/Derby room.
Yeah, Oaks/Derby.
It's different from the program. So again, if you're looking at the registration desk, it's the first room to the right.
And so to give you a little feel of the actual conference and what to expect, essentially what's going to happen after our schedule here is at 10 o'clock there's going to be another speaker, 11 o'clock, et cetera. I believe at 3 o'clock is when we break the rooms down. There'll be a break. It's on your schedule. And then these are going to go into track 1, track 2, and track 3. What time? 4 o'clock. So 4 o'clock. My mind's escaping me. And so we break these into 3 different rooms. So you have track 1, track 2, and track 3. And that'll be pretty much the way it's going to be for the rest of the conference. So again, this is going to be one room until 4 o'clock, and then it's going to split into 3. We have talks going until 8 o'clock at night, pretty much every night. We have a lot of different events going. Tomorrow at 10 o'clock, Dual Core is going to come on stage and rap. We have free beer in this room here. So the party will be here, free beer. Cocktails will cost you. But then we also have Scott Ulrich.
Did we end up having to get metal detectors because he's a rapper?
No, so funny story about this. We're going through insurance because we know we need insurance with you guys. And trust me, please be gentle on the Hyatt Network, please. We want to come back next year.
We would like them to invite us back, so keep that
Right.
in mind.
Let's not have another Rio. But no, but with Dual Core, we have him coming up on stage at 10. He'll go into whenever. And we got Scott Ulrich, who'll be DJing the rest of the night until 2 a.m. or whenever we decide to close it up. We got an absorbent amount of kegs. I'm sure you guys will pound through them pretty quickly. But a special thanks to Rapid 7 for sponsoring that party. I mean, without them, we wouldn't be having the free beer.
Scott Ulrich, for anyone that doesn't know, is the lead developer for the pfSense firewall, in case anybody uses that awesome firewall. And he's actually local to Louisville, and I didn't even know this until recently.
He's local to Louisville? Oh, I didn't know that either. Learned something new. And so, the talks will go until 8 o'clock at night. We have closing ceremonies Sunday at 3. And so it'll still be blocked off into 3 rooms. We'll probably do closing ceremonies in one of the rooms there. But again, look at the schedule. I mean, and what we try to do too is, I know being a speaker at ShmooCon and DEF CON, whenever you got Sunday, you're always like, man, I got Sunday. And so I insanely stacked the speaker lineup on Sunday with all of the major cool speakers. And I'm not saying anyone on the Saturday aren't the major cool speakers. I'm just saying on Saturday or Sunday, I made a lot of the more well-known talks on Sunday to keep everybody here and make it feel like it's not a punishment versus something else. So again, we really tried to balance that out quite a bit when we made the conference. And for me, this conference is really a dream come true. I mean, not to get all sentimental, I'm not going to cry or anything. I will hug, but growing up at DEF CON in Alexis Park, I mean, I remember coming to a community that was open for sharing, and you could pretty much go up to anybody and talk to anybody. There really wasn't this rock star mentality. There really wasn't this type of mentality where you couldn't go and you couldn't approach somebody. And I just remember looking at these guys as the heroes. This is what I wanted to be someday. And being here with you guys, I mean, this is just one community. We are all here. There's no rock stars. We're all the same. We all share different types of experiences, and some of us just have different types of experience going into it. And so, I mean, all I can say to you guys is leverage each other's experience. Let's make this community better, and let's make DerbyCon one hell of a conference. And just so you guys know, we are planning DerbyCon number 2. We have something insanely special for DerbyCon number 2 that we're not going to release yet.
Insane.
It's insane. We're going to do something crazy that's never been done. But so DerbyCon 2 will be awesome. And I just want to give a special shout out to my dad's actually in the audience. So without him procreating, I wouldn't be here. So thank you very much.
Whoa. Dave's dad.
Dave's dad, right back there.
So one more time, I just want to encourage everybody to visit our sponsor booths. They're the ones that made this thing happen. They donate the money. I know they're doing some giveaways. HP's giving away an iPad. All you got to do is throw your business card in a fishbowl or something. They'll probably send you a few emails, but you could possibly win an iPad. We have Tenacity Solutions, our diamond sponsor.
Tenacity, man, one of the first sponsors to come out. Rapid 7, one of the first sponsors to come out. Special thanks to those folks, man. And without them, again, this conference would not be possible.
We got Accuvon out there. I don't have a whole list of sponsors. I will later, and I'll properly shout out each one. But I just want to encourage everybody just to visit their booths and talk to them and engage them and see what they're doing because we also want to, in addition to bridging the barrier between us and the speakers and getting away from that rock star mentality, the other thing we want to do is kind of bridge the barrier between hackers and corporate companies and everything, and just get everybody on the same page so we're not fighting each other. And sometimes walking up to one of those booths is the first place you can make that happen.
Oh, a couple of things you might want to check out while you're here. We have a lockpick village as well as a hardware village. The people from Fools and Tool are putting together the Lockpick Pavilion, and the Hardware Village is via Level 1, a local hackerspace here in Louisville. Also, there's a movie room where if you want to chill out for a while and just kick back, we should be playing like hack-related movies and documentaries in that room.
And that's located right next to the bar over there on the left-hand side. It's you basically where the bar is at. If you're looking at the bar, it's the room to the left. There'll be recurring hacking movies going on. There's like plush leather seating. You can just sit there and chill, drink some beer, hang out.
And there's a map in your program which should generally guide you to it.
And I'm from here, so if anybody has any questions about stuff that's around here, or if you need to like go to the hospital, immediate care, get your nails done, something like that, just let me know and I will direct you to the best place.
And I also want to make a special thanks to the Louisville ISSA. They've definitely been promoting DerbyCon, and they've been here for years doing the conference over and over again. So a special thanks to the Louisville ISSA for helping us out, getting the word out and everything.
Quick note about security real quick. Again, awesome. Thank you very much, all the red shirts. Please respect them. They just want to keep everything safe. Quick note about the outside near registration. That area right there is called the Louisville Skywalk. It's actually a public thoroughway. Okay, so there are actually going to be people walking back and forth. It's part of the city's walkway system. So we need to keep that clear. So just, when you're out there, try not to congregate too much. We're going to try to keep that clear, but we really appreciate it. And also, all the entrances and exits are on this side. These are only emergencies back here, and then it's on the sides. But again, really awesome to be a part of this, and look forward to having a great time with you guys.
So if you see somebody that you recognize, go up to him and talk to him. That's the biggest thing I can say. Don't be nervous. We're all here to have fun and to go to the conference. HD's over there sitting in the little outfit, so make sure you go over to him afterwards and swarm him.
Raise your hand, HD. Come on.
Swarm him. He likes it. And bring beer. That's his precursor. You have to have beer for you. But no, guys, thank you so much from the kindness of all of our hearts for coming out here. We're really thankful. for making this one awesome conference. And let's have some fun and let's pop some boxes.